We have Jason Kelly, who is co-founder and CEO of Ginkgo Bioworks. Ginkgo is building platforms to enable customers to program cells as easily as they could program computers. That's your...
That's the dream. And so here we sit today, and I think there's three technologies that have come together. Laboratory automation, which generates huge reams of data about how biology works. Okay, so we've moved away from a scientist at the bench working by hand to robots doing it. What do you do with that data? Machine learning and AI. You can now analyze that data thanks to our compute power. Number two, CRISPR. Updated tools, molecular biology tools, CRISPR, things like genomic barcoding that allow you to now have way more control over where you want to insert DNA across an organism, and DNA synthesis that allows you to make that DNA. Finally, the learning side of things is genomics. So because we've had a revolution in our ability to read DNA over the last 30 years, we now have huge corpuses of raw DNA data from nature that we can mine to find new biology to develop new products.
You know, we have a very prolific drug discovery engine that, as I mentioned, takes advantage of all the biomedical data we can ingest over the past 4.5 years. And it really gives scientists superpowers.
Especially the pandemic, you know, it has literally shown us a mirror. The power to leverage AI, the power to leverage quantum computing, the ability to harness, augmented reality, combine it with, of course, the power of science, and enhance it by these technologies. I think you have a number of solutions even cutting across the first world, second world, and the third world. In the WEF over the last 3 days, I don't think there's been a single session where climate change was not discussed. Industrial biotechnology, again, the power of industrial biotech to come out with resilient solutions, to the climate changing situations is again hugely undermined and hugely underestimated.
Particularly in the EU, there's a lot of, climate is top priority. Actually, all the big regulations, the regulations that are driving sustainable aviation fuel and all that stuff is coming out of the EU. The technology that's going to deliver that is industrial biotechnology. I mean, it really is, right? If you look at food system, it's a huge contributor. That's going to be revolutionized. Plant-based meats, entirely, a technology of biotech, right? Carbon removal. What is the only scalable thing that takes carbon out of the atmosphere right now?
If you have
plants, right? It's obviously going to be technology of agricultural biotechnology if you want to have any impact in the next 5 to 10 years of any type of carbon removal from the atmosphere.